India is actually, India is a very complex political system. Indian politics is more complex than any algebra or maybe new forms of mathematics. In my times, it was only algebra and I was scared of it. But Indian politics is also not that difficult to anticipate because Indian politics follows certain broad set patterns. The first pattern is about what kind of society do we want in India. And that's where the secular/communal or secular/Hindu debate comes in. But as India became independent, you needed a politics with rival ideological streams. And an ideological stream of the right grew out of there. And that stream was more towards defining India as a Hindu-dominated political system. One of the reasons Congress party ruled for all these years unchallenged was because they were secular and their rivals were seen as sectarians. Why? Because that party again broke up over the same ideological argument, who's secular and who's communal, because that party included members of the old Jana Sangh, which is today's BJP, and that party broke up on the issue of dual membership. Because those who had come from the left socialist stream in that party said that you can't have dual loyalties. If you become members of the Janata Party, you have to give up being members of the RSS. I had said then that yes, BJP will rise to power, and there are concerns about how BJP will change India, but the fact is that India will change the BJP more than BJP can change India. Because once you are put in power, then you have to be a conformist in India. Key lessons I learned in India's coalition politics: you should only focus on keeping power in your state, and then use that power to get a slice of power at the national level from whoever forms the coalition. With economic reform, it would have been very good for India if this ideological dividing line had shifted from secularism to economics. That did not happen. Today, all of us want India to be socialist and secular. 2 generations later, people of India may decide something else. We cannot decide for them what system they want to have. But because this happened, everybody became socialist and our politics remained frozen. And then things began to move. And things began to move with the rise of Modi. Because 2005, 6, 7, it became evident that Modi was moving away from the Hindu-Muslim card. He started talking a language purely of economics, very much like political leaderships of Southeast Asia. Last thing they expected him was to bring people together. But he so masterfully used economics to bring people together. In a diverse society like India or in America, as Obama's second victory tells you, the sum of all scared minorities is always larger than a divided majority. Modi trumped all of them by not playing identity politics. In fact, if anything, he went far away from identity politics. He used very simple slogans. And he said, remember, you get only one chance in your life. I am your chance, right? Vote me in power. He didn't say I'll build you a temple. He didn't say I'll nuke Pakistan. He didn't say, he didn't promise them anything linked with identity. So that was the big change in Indian politics. And that you could anticipate 2005 onwards as he started going away from identity. And the characters who make Indian politics, because all politics is about characters, but Indian politics much more so than others, because Indian politicians are very hardworking people. That's not to say others are not, but Indian politics is a very tough business. You start in your youth, either through school politics, college politics, or maybe in an underground movement. So if you follow their patterns, if you follow their moves, if you follow their minds, it is possible to see where they will end up and who will end up with whom and who will never end up with whom. So if you get all those equations, I think you can say Indian politics is a wonderful business. It's always unpredictable, but at the same time, it's not something. It's like a monsoon. You can always predict a monsoon in a band of plus minus 10%. So if you're allowed that kind of band, you can actually anticipate Indian politics. That's the effort here.